my family, my fortress, a no backbiting zone. What happens to you when someone speaks in your presence ill of somebody who is absent? And how do you feel when someone speaks ill of you to others in your absence? What is backbiting? It is to say mean or spiteful things about a person who is not present.
And what is gossiping? Gossiping means revealing personal or sensational facts about others.
The two worst human qualities. Some people backbite in the public, such as political candidates who say bad things about the character of their opponents to defeat them. Some do it privately and say, I tell you this because I love you. I'm worried about you. I want to tell you for your good. What I say is the truth. I will tell to himself too. Some do it because they think it is freedom of expression. And some people do it habitually without realizing what they are doing. Some do it indirectly. Some do it directly. Some do it verbally. Some do it with body language and gestures. Some people use sarcasm as a verbal weapon when they feel angry, distressful, or frustrated, but they don't have the courage to speak directly. Sarcasm is a sharp, bitter, or cutting expression or remark, a bitter taunt. Most noticeable in a spoken word, sarcasm is mainly distinguished by the inflection with which it is spoken and is largely context-oriented, and some do it with their facial expressions and body language.
Does each face say something without using any word? What about these faces? What's the outcome of backbiting and gossiping? Dampening the zeal of others and making them indifferent? Creating division, disunity, and causing withdrawal? Planting the seed of prejudice against someone so the truth cannot be seen? And indeed, destroying one's image no matter what outstanding qualities he may have. Can one avoid this deadly habit?
Yes. Whenever you recognize the fault of someone, think of and ask yourself, what are my imperfections? And try to remove them. Do this whenever others test you through their words or deeds. Thus, you will grow and become more perfect. You will overcome self. You will not even have time to think of the faults of others. Secondly, don't try to search out the faults and shortcomings of others. Instead, whenever unwillingly their faults come to your attention, think and ask yourself, what are the good qualities the person has? Search them out enthusiastically. One day the Lord, accompanied by his apostles, passed by the corpse of a dead animal. One of them said, how putrid has this animal become? The other exclaimed, how it is deformed. And the third carried out, what a stench, how cadaverous looking. But His Holiness said, look at its teeth, how white they are.
Consider that he did not look at all at the defects of that animal. Instead, he searched well until he found the beautiful white teeth. He observed only the whiteness of the teeth and overlooked entirely the deformity of the body, the dissolution of its organs, and the bad odor.
This is the attribute and the conduct we should attain. We will then become free from the virus of backbiting and gossiping. Otherwise, our own faults will be exposed.
If we show love, patience, and understanding of the weakness of others, if we seek to never criticize but rather encourage, others will do likewise.
Self-assessment. If anybody speaks ill of someone who is absent, what will I do? Support him and add to the fire. Smile and nod my head in agreement. Remain silent. Change the topic. Speak in praise of the good qualities of the person about whom ill is being said. Run away. The best option. Let us consider this statement. If any individual should speak ill of one who is absent, his hearers must, in a spiritual and friendly manner, stop him and say in effect, would this detraction serve any useful purpose? Would it please the Lord? Would it add to anyone's honor or be of any possible benefit to any person?
No, never. On the contrary, it would make the dust to settle so thickly on the heart that ears would hear no more, and the eyes would no longer behold the light of truth.
All said so far apply to both face-to-face and virtual situations, be it Facebook, WhatsApp, Twitter, Instagram, email, or any other platform for interaction.
And if the elders at home engage in backbiting and gossiping, what will be the effect on the children? What habits will they form? And what will happen to the healthy and positive home environment?
So, let us declare one and all, our home is a no backbiting zone. Our home is a no gossiping zone.